How are we handling Solas? Might be worth just getting that out of the way.
That's a good question. Would anyone like to volunteer to play as him?
Maybe the other sorcerer?
I'll preface this. I absolutely can, but at that point I am controlling 3 characters. My turns might take a little while.
Yeah.
Josh,
Okay.
I'm more
Matria.
I'm more than happy to do it, but also
I
could
can do it.
or we just do what we did with Inqua last week and they go fight separately.
This is also possible.
Mm.
Inqua has spent the last 30 seconds being just restrained in a state of limbo. We could do like similar with Mekis, where she kind of like grabs Solas and like they disappear into some alternate.
Yeah, when...
No, don't do that. I'm about to hit Mekis with something.
Whose turn comes next?
It's Audra.
It's my turn.
I'll take control of Solas, sure.
I really would offer, but I can't play Arison.
I mean, I if I know what
I can also...
subclass he is, I could possibly do it.
I will give Solas to Bailey for now, since Josh, you're already playing 2 characters. Also, before we begin, Matt, there's like a low-key noise coming from your mic a lot. Kind of like some talking or something. Could you turn your sensitivity up a bit, maybe?
Or just go push to talk, maybe.
Yeah. All players' journals. Who did I say? Bailey. Great. Yes. Take a sec to like read over Solas's sheet because he is a homebrew sorcerer. In case you hadn't guessed.
Oh.
I did guess. That's why I was asking you about the subclass.
Okay.
Try not to like spoil too much in case that's not what Demon Wish is.
Yeah, no. Trust me, I literally have gone home from work, told my mother I've met somebody that we knew, but could not say who it was because that's patient confidentiality, baby. And I mean, if I can refuse my mother, I can refuse anybody.
While you're reading over that, does someone, not Bailey, want to recap Matt over what happened last week?
I can do it.
I think you missed 2 sessions. That would be lovely.
So he missed 2 sessions. He missed us actually getting to Rendown. It was a bit of a journey. We tried to teleport, got a little off course, but it's okay because we turned into some clouds and made our way there. It's a big fucking scary castle. I don't know if you want to share that art again, Ren, but it's a big fucking scary castle.
It is in the handouts for perusal, but don't know if that jumped it for everyone, just dragging and dropping.
And we decided to go inside the big fucking scary castle. Immediately, we were separated and tormented by our own psyches in kind of like a shadow side type way, where we were seeing visions of people who had messed with us in the past and maybe learning psychologically devastating facts about our past. But eventually all reconvened, found Matria. Matria was trying to make us all of us kneel. It wasn't very successful, about 50-50 success rate on that. And then Audra was like, I wonder if I can make this castle just say fuck Matria, and failed at that because the castle was like no pure to pure heart, and Audra was like, damn. And then Rendayan decided it wanted to fight us, and Matria facilitated that, so that's what's happening now.
Lovely.
Oh, also Matria is under the dominate person spell at the moment via Providence.
Indeed.
And the person Chance was fighting is, which is Squad, is in a maze right now using like the maze spell.
She will raise here eventually. and she rolls above
Possibly.
10 on an int roll. Oh no, it's above 18.
Yeah, it's an int check, not an int save.
Right, so she just needs to roll above an 8. Because she has a plus 10. Oh no, wait, that's
To
saves.
intelligence?
Yeah.
No, it's a check.
Yeah.
It's not even a save, which is why it's so hard.
Then she needs to roll above a 14, which is a bit more understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it takes her full action to do that.
And not like she can affect much from the shadow realm anyway. And yeah, I hand-waved Inqua fighting the Kraken as just something that was happening off-screen. So if you'd like to roll an initiative for Inqua, that'd be grand.
I believe we got to the top of the turn
We did.
last session.
Yeah,
just because of how hard it was.
Roll. Yeah. But
Yeah.
we can always do a Kraken attacking, and possibly also an Inqua one as well, depending on what he rolls. Did I roll? Oh god, it would be so much scrolling to see if I rolled an initiative for Inqua initially. I think I would have hand-waved it.
Yeah, I don't think you did.
Yep, so please roll initiative, Matt.
Oh yes, sorry. My volume was down on my end. Well,
Soon, not now. What does he have? He's got a fairly high dex, so you probably came after Masari then. Do you have a dex of more than 16?
my dex is 14.
Alright, so he would win the contest. Just Masari would come before you with the 18s. So in that case, finally, you are currently grappled.
Lovely.
Yeah. At which point, Anna Krakena will fling you.
Ah.
In this direction, landing you in an insect swarm.
Ah, lovely.
You hit the pillar.
Ah.
Taking 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Nope.
And please roll me a DC 18 dex save to avoid getting knocked prone by that.
18?
Yeah.
Okay. Nope.
So you are currently prone.
Lovely.
Not the worst thing.
Not technically, but landing in an insect plague. Let's see if this works.
Oh, it's a con save.
Are we better at those?
Yeah, I'm proficient in them.
Nice. So you take 12 points of piercing
Oh.
damage. And then the Kraken will inch over towards you, and it is the top of the turn with Audra.
Okay, I would like to bonus action shoot a cute little archer arrow at Artemis. Is that a disadvantage at this close?
Does it technically count as like a ranged attack? Is it just like an action, or is it a ranged spell or a weapon attack?
It's not a spell, and it's not a weapon.
gonna peek at your sheet to see if...
Let me just... Pretty sure at least.
So every bone in my body says it should, but I also know it's very specifically, like, attacks.
So it's part of my starry form. So archer... Okay, yeah, it says ranged spell attack. You're right.
Great. It would be with disadvantage, then.
This is fine. It actually is fine. Does a 20 hit?
Once I've found the right sheet, I'll let you know. Yes, a 20 hits.
Okay, so that's my bonus action. And then I would like to hold my action to cast a spell. And at the same time, like, simultaneously, Providence will hear out loud, like me shouting across the battlefield because you're a little bit out of range. Would you mind just, like, stepping 5 feet away from me? And then at the same time, Chance will hear in his head, my love, could you step 5 feet to the right? I don't want to hit you with something.
Bear in mind, if it's a ranged attack, Providence is 50 feet in the air.
Yeah, but 50 feet will still get hit by a 60-foot cone.
Ooh.
Okay.
Cool beans. Anything else?
And then I'm just gonna hold that action until the end of Providence's turn. And actually, I think I could show you guys the range I want you to get out of.
Chance, you heard the lady.
Step out of that range.
Well, Chance will move 10 feet just to be safe as he continues to move to slice and dice. Where is my buttons? Let's go with another cheeky little booming blade, and I believe one of those hits at least, so...
All 3 of those hits.
I get to bonus action and attack, so 13, 14... Sorry, booming blade broke again. I don't know why these are not adding in what they should be adding in. Oops, that's Solas' sheet. That's not the right one. Because that should be adding in my dexterity modifier. So it's should be an additional 6 damage. So that slashing should be 10 slashing.
Nice. So that is overall...
Let me fix all these spells again.
That's overall that amount of damage.
Plus dex. There, all 4 of them are fixed again. So that's damage, that's movement, action, bonus action, that's chance.
Providence, you heard the lady.
5, 10. Bonus action. Gonna throw a shard at Masaru, because... Don't think that hits, does it?
No.
Okay. I will use my action to not do that. I'll use my action to control Batria. Are you literally just wonderful? Where is it? Hey, Inqua, do you wanna be moved out of that?
That would be nice.
Cool. Where'd you like to go?
Not in the not the circles.
There are a lot of circles.
Just don't put them in the cone.
These red circles were created by Solas, I'm pretty sure. We have seen him create them, but have not seen what they do.
Go ahead and plonk your token there.
Oh, wonderful.
Matria will text Inqua out the way.
I will lay on the torso.
At the end of Providence's turn?
Yeah, that's the end of mine, and then Matria would do that as an action, so that's both mine and Matria's turns.
Okay, so that technically happens after the cone of cold goes off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Audra is holding it until the end of specifically Providence's turn.
Yeah, my mind is just like handle both turns.
That's
simultaneously.
I don't know what that spell save is at. It should be like 23. Oh, this isn't set up as a druid spell? That's weird. Okay, my spell save is 22. My bad. So it's a 22 con save for all of our baddies on this side of the map. So Artemis, Masaru, all of these guys.
Con save Artemis.
He makes it, so he takes half.
Cool. Yikes.
LOL. I feel like he should take double.
Mekis.
Gale.
And Masaru.
Saves. Okay, so 2 saves, 2 fails.
And what would the damage be?
That cold.
You're as cold as ice.
I had a decent number of 6s in there. Yeah, that happens.
Sorry, I was just trying to halve a very simple number.
$18?
Yeah. My brain kept saying, no, it's 16.
Yeah, I went like half of 30, so 15, and then half of 7.
I related it to storage sizes. Because I am also very normal, we all are. Right, Mekis failed. You survived.
How's everybody looking when getting hit with that? Does anybody look worse than other people?
Well, I mean, the thing is with these shades is that they all look perfect. They're being representations.
Oh, they don't look damaged over time? Interesting.
Providence, do you still have True Sight up?
Yeah, I've got it for like an hour non-concentration, so...
Nice. You're really pushing an hour now. You guys have...
Oh yeah, I imagine at the end of this fight it'll be up.
Yeah. But like, these shadows seem to be like... They're getting blasted away, but they seem to be like sucking extra shadow from the ground and knitting themselves back together.
Okay. I'm not... I guess a check to kind of suss that out would be a full thing on my turn.
Yeah, I mean, this thing didn't go off till the end of your turn.
Yeah. Just thinking about next turn.
I don't know if there's a thing you could do with Matria if you changed your mind about that may change things.
No, Matria was always going to get... It was originally going to be Arazid, but Arazid can move, so... Inqua.
I've got the Zoomy spell on as well.
Yes.
Nice.
So Matria had her turn.
Mm-hmm.
Masaru's gonna do what Masaru loves to do.
Wisdom saving throw.
I was just
we
checking
have
for that.
advantage.
Am I...
Yeah, Hero's Feast, everyone still has advantage.
Yeah, I mean, he's like constantly moving up to be just underneath you.
Okay. Would that include Matria as well, or...?
No, because she is like on top of the pillar.
Okie doke.
So she's kind of she's at the same height as you, more or less, right now.
What's the DC on that?
Why doesn't it say? It's the same as it's 19.
Ouch. Solas fails.
I don't think.
Oh,
well,
buddy.
I will spend a sorcery point to re-roll that because it's either I fail or I fail. So.
Nice.
I succeed. Thank God.
And Arazid?
I think Solas would probably do the same, even though that the amount of points is not as good. Because that's very bad. So just one more reroll. It's not reroll both.
You get to you get to reroll at advantage.
Oh. Solas still fails. What does my spell do? That Solas has. Where's third level intellect? Okay, it's just advantage on those saving throws, and then also resistance.
Need a save from you, Arazid. You ain't getting away with this.
It's at advantage.
Sorry, hold up. Hold up. Suspense is building.
Dice rolling noises. Dice crying noises.
You do have resistance to psychic damage so long as I have my spell up, which I think was cast at the same time as True Sight. So it would probably end at the end of this encounter, so. So 23 halved.
Half to 11.
Is 11, so that's how much Solas takes.
And if one also has advantage, halve it again to 5.
Yeah, and then Chance takes 5, and then I need to roll a concentration check on Intellect Fortress, but I have Bladesong active, as I'm good, so it'd round up to 10.
Okay. Everyone deducted the appropriate damage?
Yep.
I must do this.
Yep. 11, because I saved.
Yeah.
Paralyzed.
Would also take 11, since you failed, but you do have resistance anyway.
Who?
You.
What the hell? Okay.
Yeah, that's my spell that I have active.
Gotcha.
On you, Solas, and I believe Providence.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so you guys also have resistance to psychic damage.
Oh, okay, so I need to add back.
You'll add back
5.
6 because we would have only taken 5. Because I naturally have resistance to psychic at this point, so.
And with that, Inqua, you have
All
been
right.
officially done with a elongated hug.
Oh, thank you. Alright, time to do the only thing I know how to do. Just go right here and cast web. Ooh. 20-foot cube. Throw it. there, but I'll move it down. Hold on. Right.
You want to move it down 1?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, right here.
Yep.
Cool. Web.
So I believe these two creatures would have difficult terrain, and they have to make a dex save if they're on the ground. Or never mind. They do it when they start in the web.
Which will be soon.
Yep. And that's all I can do.
Okay. Arazid. You're in danger.
I think I am also potentially paralyzed.
I mean, not literally.
Well, I did fail the save for Howl of Lost Souls.
Oh wait, yeah. Yeah, you are paralyzed. Such fun. Do you know what paralyzation does?
It's like the same as, like, I can't move, I can't take actions or bonus actions, right?
Correct. You can cry as a free action.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, can't move or speak. Automatically fails strength and dex saving throws. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and any attack that is within 5 feet of you is a crit.
So if a spell does not require moving or speaking, can I still do it?
You're incapacitated. So you can't.
So yeah, incapacitated means no action.
Well, I can't do anything. I'm just skipped.
More or less.
Based. Okay. Well, I just look on in fear, I think.
I would admit, I did skip over the part where you get paralyzed. So that's also a rip for Solas, I guess.
Yeah, I already put a thing there. I'm trying to see if Solas has the meta magic. No.
Cool.
No subtle spell.
Well, thankfully for Arazid at least, Azarkul doesn't need to be within 5 feet of you to hit you. So him being unaware of the fact that he could crit stays where he is and just rains his war pick down upon you instead.
He does need to make the dex save for web,
yes.
and if he fails that, he's restrained, so I don't know whether that'd do anything to the attacks.
No, all those would still hit me, but it's okay.
Restrained just reduces movement speed.
I always get the movement ones confused.
It would give disadvantage, so it would counteract the advantage, so the first rolls would be taken, but yeah, they still hit, don't they?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that prophecy. Just one for thy crime thus fall, the youngest, most beloved of all.
Illegal.
What was that? Are you calling me evil?
No, I said illegal. I'm sending you to jail.
I'm up, but barely.
Okay, I'll be right there.
Are you factoring in the resistance that you have to piercing damage in that? Is it acid as well, Bailey?
What? No, it's only psychic.
It's only psychic. Intellectual fortress is just, it's mind shit.
What was the thing that was giving resistance to, like, multiple?
I'm resistant to necrotic because of my new weapon, and I also, my starry form is now partially, like, it's kind of ghost-like. It's kind of like ethereal, so that's why bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing is halved.
Never mind. Sorry, I am beginning to understand why people don't run really high-level games that often.
It's okay. We all know our own characters, so you don't have to worry about that part.
Well, a lot of us know our own characters, and that's cool.
Wink, wink. We all know our own characters, right?
Arazid
starts
his
sweating.
Character. He doesn't know the spells other people put on his character. But either way, he's just gonna laugh at you menacingly. And Solas exists.
Solas is also paralyzed because he failed his thing, so...
Yeah, so he just...
Haha. Teehee.
also, I don't know if it's been noted, I think that's what the little token on Arazid is for. On Audra is for, but you are marked as the Reaper's target. Audra.
It's actually for my Archer Starry form, but I remember.
It's the same token I use for
Hunter's Mark, yeah, I know. There's no bow and arrow one.
I gotta ask Demon like how he added so many custom tokens.
Yeah, I would love one for my Starry forms. That would be great.
But either way. I think
okay, second and last hits.
And the first one is going to deal an additional 2d6 damage.
I think both those con saves make it. Yep.
Nice, good job.
Okay, so that's 26 half to 13, and then 17 half to 8.
21 overall.
Ow, it's starting to hurt.
Alright guys, drum roll. Way!
My god. Scott did it, but that is their action.
Slightly less enthusiastic way.
That's sick. I can just take one step and be back into fighting the bitch.
Mecca is also restrained. But quite frankly, she don't need to move. She has neither advantage nor disadvantage on the paralyzed Solas, so she's just going to make 2 flaming sword attacks. And neither of those hit. But does the first one hit? I think he's got a 20 AC?
20, and I can't use anything to get anything from what I know.
Cool.
Yeah, you can't use reactions because you're paralyzed.
He will take the full 5 fire damage because that is her thing.
Yep. So 5 and 8 make 13.
And the Kraken is gonna...
Kraken sounds like a pigeon.
Woo. Can't believe you guys went to Onalembo and never talked to a Moja.
We're busy people.
Inqua, you're gonna be attempted to be restrained once more.
Oh, lovely. Oh, that hits. Okay. Yeah.
And then, as a good boomer wife would do, she's gonna try and bite your head off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Assuming 35 hits.
Yeah. And I've been eaten.
Rip. Anyway, Audra.
So I'm gonna use my shooting star, which is a 60-foot cone. It's gonna hit the same people as before.
Cool.
Because no one's moved.
They either can't or they don't want to.
Hey, people do what people want to do. So that's a bunch of its deck saves. So more people are going to make this, but it allows me to teleport to any point within the cone, so I'm outie.
Yep, I mean Artemis.
Still takes half.
Masaru did move. He did shuffle about 10 feet to the side. Did that change things?
Let me just double measure. I was right here. Okay, I wouldn't be able to get Masara.
But yeah, Artemis would. You're teleporting, so that wouldn't provoke in.
Yeah, it doesn't trigger anything. And then bonus action, I will shoot a cute little archer arrow at him.
Do you also want to roll the damage?
Oh yeah, I would love to roll damage. That would be super smart. I gotta start making these things auto roll damage.
You can turn them into like an attack with like an expandable spell card.
Yeah,
You know,
I gotta do that.
Expandable by just me and you, otherwise anyone else will summon the language of the great old ones. The Slayer takes heckle damage. Not literally.
Takes half. I mean, is he resistant to radiant?
That would be an interesting thing for Avatar.
I didn't think so. I thought maybe necrotic, but not radiant for sure.
I mean, maybe you'll find out one day. From first-hand experience.
I'd rather not. I'd for sure rather not.
The funny number.
My archer arrow did as much as all of that.
No,
that is funny.
The archer arrow brought someone down to an amount with containing the funny number.
Really? Someone 69? Oh my gosh, he has 69 left. I'm so sad.
An amount containing.
Oh, okay.
So it could be 569.
Stop giving people 500 hit points.
Just be 420. That is also a funny number.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyways, I have movement, but I'm not going to use it. I'm actually perfectly positioned for my next turn, so that's me.
And apologies, who was the archer arrow at? Was it the Slayer?
Oh, that was Artemis.
Cool. With that is going to be enough to
really
erase the shadow of the Slayer. It turns towards you with a big hole where its heart used to be, where an arrow has pierced right through it. And as it melts into shadow, I need you to make a Constitution saving roll.
Okay, I do these with advantage because of my thing.
It melts into shadows and they begin to race forwards towards you. They're seeking entry into your heart. You feel something within your soul pulling at you. It's promising so much strength, everything that is needed to win this fight.
I stand my ground and I shut it down.
And you are just able to hold on to your sanity. You are still in control. Just.
And then everybody within 30 feet of me, which is almost everybody, hears psychically, just so you know, when we kill these guys, it's gonna feel really weird for you.
Chance, it's time for your favorite pastime.
The bitch is back.
Back again.
It's time to walk up and we go up. No, 24 might not hit.
She ain't that AC. She
Perfect.
actually has the lowest AC of anyone here.
Let's go for Mind Slash, and then because I hit, I go for another attack. Does 23 hit?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Bear in mind a 20 hit the Slayer.
That's doing numbers. So as a quick reminder, Mind Slash is if Squad willingly takes a reaction, that she'll take extra damage.
Just to double check if you fixed your spells so the damage is accurate.
Yes, that is 16 slashing. The psychic I just rolled bad on.
Oh.
I rolled a 1 and a 3 on 2d8, so. But that is correct. Because it's the same cantrip scaling as the booming blade and everything.
Anything else?
That's movement. No. Actually, let's just take another step over here so any AoE cones don't have good angles. And that's chance.
Providence did the revelations from 6 seconds ago, and the fact that you can still see the Slayer hovering over Audra. What do you do?
Fuck, this has changed things. But not really, because I'm a sorcerer and the laws of magic are really more guidelines to me. I will 10 feet, just round there. Let's see. That will just avoid me, but hit Masaru, Sklad, and
Inqua.
I was gonna say Kraken Anna, and then I was trying to put it into the Song of Chameleon for some reason. Yes, I will. Let me just make sure I'm marking off the appropriate amount of sorcery points. Wonderful. I am going to quicken spell Annihilation Cascade on those three, so can each of them make dexterity saving throws?
They certainly can. Let's go for the inexplicably dexterous Kraken.
Mm-hmm. Jeez. You don't need to make it, you're enveloped.
Oh.
Logically.
It's Sklad and Masaru as well, just double check.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's a fail, and that's a fail. So both of those take 24, and then that's 2 sets of 12 healing, so one's gonna go to Audra, took me a second. The other one is going to go to Arazid. Names today. That is a bonus action. Mark off the spell slot and sorcery point. For my action, I am going to control Matria, and I'm going to tell Matria to deal with the shadows, basically, or use Matria's turn to understand the shadows and what's the stuff going on around that.
Okay.
How many do I get?
12.
Let's go!
Matria knows full well what is happening here. It's the almost unlimited energy of the castle constantly just pouring out into these things. There are hundreds of thousands of souls worth of energy to pull on to keep all of these guys going. In fact, the Slayer may have only disappeared because it wanted to. None of this matters. These bosses don't exist. It's the illusion of the castle working through Matria to keep you all from killing her.
Oh, okay.
Wonderful. In that case, I'm just gonna gesture to Matria. I think her time on the stage is up. So, get yourselves ready.
That sounds like a jet line.
It does. Well, you're free to
There's
make
enough
it.
gravitas.
Look, I'm too sorcerer, too 50 foot up in the air, and too tired to be dealing with your stage performance. So that is my full turn. That is also Matria's turn.
Yeah, because you can't now compel her to move forwards or anything, can you?
If I've taken control of her full turn, she's technically still got a bonus action and things like that.
Does she know Misty Step or anything?
No. You would have thought so.
Burn more of her spell slots.
Come on, demon.
The problem is, all of these are actions or concentration. There are no... or reactions, rather.
It's okay. I mean, the maze spell is gone, so she can concentrate on something else.
True. It's finding something that's a bonus action because they're all actions.
I don't really think that she would pull a Javert.
Yeah, no, Matri can't do anything. So, bonus action, Matri is going to be smug.
That tracks. Oh boy. You know what this means? He's gonna pull off the only ranged thing he has. Since you insist on not submitting to him.
I'm going to re-roll that with a sorcerer point because... Okay.
Time to wisdom save.
Oh, I suppose I could have put on a bit of music, couldn't I?
Oh boy.
Shit, how can I make this work? So what's the DC?
19.
19. I need to get a +3.
Are you close enough to Providence? You could still read barbs and Providence is already failing. That would give yourself advantage.
No, it's on the next roll, so I need to do it beforehand.
Squad has to roll, right? Because Squad's within 60 feet.
Solas saves this time, and now it's time to see what I have to re-roll stuff, because I don't think I can porrent afterwards. I think it has to be before, right?
Yeah, it has to be before the roll. Lucky has to be after the roll. And interesting point you make, Audra.
Yeah, because all of these guys are within 60 feet, so...
But as Matria and Providence know, all of these guys are not separate people.
That's rude.
You have known that this castle was going to be... like, yeah...
Hey, DM.
Yeah.
Could you roll me some falling damage, please? Because I'm paralyzed 50 foot in the air.
Oh boy, can I?
Which means
why did you sound so excited?
Which means I also, I believe, paralyze automatic. Does paralyze drop concentration?
No.
Okay, so I need to deal with the psychic damage first, and make a con save.
Resistance on that.
And then a con save for the paralyzed after getting dropped 50 feet. And the reason I sound so excited is because dice are being rolled and I fucking
No, I was asking Ren. Ren said, oh boy, can I?
Can I use my reaction to try to catch Providence?
I'll allow it. I mean, but it also 10 damage. You take 1d6 for every 10 feet you fall. I'm pretty sure Providence could wear the 10 damage quite easily.
Yeah, but every single damage roll is a concentration check separately, so...
I mean, I don't see Providence failing any of those rolls, but also you.
I'm trying to do a nice thing.
You wouldn't know that as Audra, so be my guest.
And I mean, Audra would be like, she would just try just because she's nice.
Okay, I took a look and I have nothing, so.
So you're gonna take that 66.
Well, I'm gonna take half of it because I'm resistant to psychic damage, but it's one of those things where I don't have anything to stop the paralyze.
24, 12. So I passed the. I'll take the first one I rolled for the psychic damage. Oh, it'd be 12, yeah. I passed that one. Okay. And then it's whether or not I need to make another one for falling on my ass.
Yeah, let me know if I need to roll anything to successfully catch Providence, or if I can just spend my reaction to do it.
My concentration's good. I don't know if Solas is concentrating on anything, to be honest.
I don't believe so. These little displays of flame aren't a concentration thing. It's just a part of who he is now. I'm sorry, Audra. would you like to do like a cute little duck and roll and an acrobatics or athletics check?
Absolutely, I would. I'm gonna go acrobatics because I'm better at that. Fuck. Okay, never mind. I'm like standing directly underneath you and you fall between my arms.
If I were a crueler DM that would subject you guys to 6 boss battles in one, I would be tempted to say that Providence falls on you. As it is, you didn't roll a nat 1, so I'm not going to say that.
It's way funnier for me to almost catch Providence for Providence to fall through my arms, though.
Yeah, you like reach out and it's just like you're a couple feet away.
I can't even complain about it. I'm paralyzed.
You know, in the end of Mean Girls, when Karen is trying to catch Gretchen when they're all...
And everybody steps back.
And then the pair of them just both go sideways.
Amazing,
Like, that was kind of what I had in my head.
Cool.
But yeah, like, Providence, like, your horns kind of catch, like, Audra's arms. And... you would like to think it's the thought that counts, but, like, your bruised spine says otherwise.
Oh, no, my tail.
Right, yeah, you have one of those.
Can't even... Okay, I'm gonna stay on the ground, paralyzed.
Yeah, you just kind of, like, lie there. It's like a starfish on your back, paralyzed, looking upwards, regretting your life choices. Has everyone that has saved and failed made appropriate notes of their health? I see Arazid's back to being super hearty. But hey, you didn't get paralyzed this round.
Yeah, that's great.
Buddy!
Hey.
Then...
just stay within 30 feet of me, please.
I'll roll the damage. Noted.
Is not particularly fragrant where you are right now.
Yeah.
I suppose maybe you'd be more like here.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll do the one thing I can do. Which isn't a lot. I will try and strike the beast from inside with disadvantage.
Cool.
Oh. I'm paralyzed, which means
I'm sorry, is Inqua getting eaten?
Yes.
By shadows, yeah.
Yes.
I was going to try and release them.
I mean, it's more of a forecast of all of your fates if you don't act appropriately.
I got a 15.
That is a hit.
Oh. Well, then take your 21 damage.
Okay. Incapacitated drops concentration on spells, doesn't it?
I don't know.
No,
Let me check my cards.
No.
Conditions confuse me, because I'm paralyzed, therefore I'm incapacitated.
No.
But the only thing that incapacitated is...
No, you just can't take actions or reactions, so you're good to still concentrate.
Okay, good. Conditions confuse me.
Not quite enough to be a disgusting enough meal to be spat out, but some damage is still better than nothing.
Yep.
It's absolutely not the damage that you had. Sorry, roll 20 being roll 20. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Arazid.
I am no longer paralyzed.
You are not.
I'm running away.
Okay.
I get 35 feet of movement.
I need to point out that unless you disengage, you will...
I don't have... The spell means that I can move without provoking opportunity attacks.
Oh, is that, something's stride or...
Yes, I've had it since the last game, and I made a note of it.
Have you been rolling concentration with your damages?
Yes, I've been rolling concentration.
Nice. There are many, many rolls, and I do not keep track of them all, so I will trust you on that. So you go away with your huge amount of health. Not provoking.
I'm so big and strong.
You are.
Oop.
Oh yeah. Webbent.
Yep.
Where do you run to, little mouse?
I run to here. And I'm gonna shoot at Azurkul twice with my bow and arrow.
Pew pew. Good luck.
Hold up, I'm trying to see if there's something I can fucking
I would say you could Hunter's Mark, but I think that's concentration too.
Yeah, I'm not Hunter's Mark. I'm looking at like my Horde Breaker and my Volley, because I think with Horde Breaker, I think it's once per turn. I'm trying to see if it's once per turn or once per attack. I can hit like 2 creatures within 5 feet of each other, so I can also hit fucking Mechas, a fucking fire lady.
It's once per turn, so you only get one.
Once per turn. So I get 2 attacks on Azurkul and 1 attack on Mechas.
Unlike with area of effect spells, for the purpose of attacking, they do count as 2 separate entities.
I would hope so. Okay, I'm gonna roll my 3 attacks. My first 2 are on Azurkul, and my last one is on Mechas.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
Get fucked! I don't say that, but I say that as like Dewey. I think Arazid is too hurt and scared to yell, get fucked. But yeah, I try to give Solas like a shaky thumbs up, because I'm like, see, I'm helping, but it's kind of like obscured by the gigantic fucking beasts surrounding him, so yeah.
Is Solas still paralyzed?
He's not, but it lasts until your next turn, so currently, yes.
He would assumedly give a very wooden look in response.
Wait, no, it lasts 1 round, so it would have been over on Marasu's, right?
I think he would still probably give a quite wooden response, because it's Solas.
Real.
It's not very.
That's me, that's what I can do. That's more damage than I've dealt in a long fucking time.
Yeah, it's also 2 very good hits. And in typical Azurkul tradition, he is just going to effortlessly stride up towards you. I think he can even go further. Yes. He can go up to there. And he's gonna do that.
Why is he getting so intimate with me for? That's our cool. Damn, tucks my hair behind my ear. I don't do that.
Oh no, double tuck.
I know you killed my dad, but damn.
Does this mean you always say, is he actually able to hit all of us, or is Arazid getting spared because of the way this line is set up?
It is only 5 feet wide. So it is only aimed at Providence and Audra.
Well, I still dodge out of the way.
I can't roll because I fail, because paralyzed and all that.
Oh, it's save or suck, so I save.
Hey, Masaru gets hit at least.
Yeah, you do automatically fail. And for the purpose of this, Masaru would get hit as well, you're right. Wait, no. No, he wouldn't, because he's not technically a creature.
Cool, hit me with that damage.
As a bonus action, he is going to boop Arazid with his giant stick. Ooh, does that hit?
If I say no, will you not check?
You know, if you hadn't have said that, I wouldn't have.
It hits. It hits. I'm on the ground.
You're what?
I'm down.
God fucking damn it, Arazid.
As you go down, as our cool bends down and reaches towards you, and the pair of you dissolve into shadow.
What? No.
Huh? Wait, no, I didn't sign up for this. Wait, what?
You feel yourself being transported elsewhere. Much like the feeling that you got when you were first taken here. And you wake up back in the throne room. Apparently alone. But for now, Solas.
How far away is Matria? What's the height difference?
I think it's 60.
Yep.
So the right angle hypotenuse calculator. Hypotenuse calculator.
I was going to say, dependent on what you were going to do, I had a plan to possibly start chipping away at Matria.
92 feet. Matria is 92.2 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
On the hypotenuse, which is a bit too far. So Solas, I think, would move a bit to make that less. So now it's only 60 by 60, which makes the hypotenuse 84. What happens if we attack Matria? Does the spell automatically break?
No, she just gets a wisdom save.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw against my spell save DC.
I say do it.
I leave that to you.
I think Souls probably would follow what Providence said before she got paralyzed, and just kind of point up towards Matria, and just go burn bitch. And Solas is going to cast Immolation. Which is a dexterity saving throw.
Here's a question. If I, do I still have complete control over Matria until the start of my following turn, if that makes sense, so I could use Matria's reactions and things?
I believe Matria gets the wisdom save on what would be her turn.
Yeah, I'm asking for the purposes of, determining spell save. Could I force Matria to fail?
It's Dominate Person that you cast, right?
Yep, I can repost the spell if you like.
That's cool, I've got it up on Wikidocs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's every time the target takes damage, it must make a new wisdom saving throw against the spell.
I'm just, for the purposes of taking damage in this instance, if I can get Matria to let
Unless
it
you
happen.
instructed her to fail, like on a previous
Yeah,
turn.
this is what I'm like.
Yeah.
That's fair. I've never used a spell before, so.
You've already gotten a lot of mileage out of
Oh
this
yeah,
spell.
I'm not. I'm fully. It's just I've
yeah.
never used a spell before, so I don't know where the cutoff is.
That's cool. I appreciate you
Dex
asking.
save.
It is. Yeah, Dex and then a Wisdom save as well for the dominate.
Well, she fails the Dex. Right, I'm playing D&D against myself. Dex save. No, Wisdom save.
Wisdom, please. Okay.
So
she's still dominated, Uwu.
No.
No, that means she succeeds. She's no longer dominated. She takes the damage.
That's my spell. Right, my spell save is 19. So
I saw Providence and I saw the save.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just defaulted to. I could.
I get it. I do it too.
Yeah, it's fine. So it takes 33, and I'll mark that off the sheet.
And,
okay.
I'm afraid you're also going to need to change your Discord handle.
For now.
Oh god, how many 5th level spell slots do you have? How many do you have, Josh?
I mean, it's a sorcerer, so they can convert the lower level spell slots to sorcery points, and then convert those points into higher level spell slots.
As I said, DM, the weave is merely a suggestion to me.
So this is like, leave this bitch. And she takes 33 points of fire damage.
Yep.
She does not have a resistance to that I'm aware of. And Demon's not here to correct me, so I'm gonna just say no. Is that Solas?
Sorry, what? What'd you say?
She doesn't have a resistance to fire damage that I'm aware of, and Demon isn't here to correct me, so...
I didn't see anything on the sheet.
Okay.
I
thought you meant like she had a resistance to fire damage, and I was gonna say, Cascala fuck.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's Solas's turn, I do believe. I don't think Solas has any cool bonus actions that I could see. There we go. Another circle to the pile.
I think he's not a sorcerer, he's a circler.
Man, this is one weird Venn diagram.
I dare someone to, like, recreate these circles in a Venn diagram and then try and apply it to the party. That would make it Sklard's turn. Sklard. Ah, Sklard. Everyone's favourite human. Well, tiefling.
Human? I was gonna say.
Humanoid. And she is annoyed. So she's gonna come right out of the gate and touch you.
Consent, please.
Technically, do I... Okay, now that's a saving throw, so I do have still get that. It doesn't automatically go through.
I'm not able to counterspell this, am I? Because I'm technically still paralyzed.
Same.
Okay, just double checking.
Like with many, it is a save or suck.
Actually.
I mean, it's possible seconds. It's half on a save.
Whoops.
Oh, yeah.
My screen's doing a weird thing.
Tell you
how far is counterspell again?
60 feet normally.
Well, guess who also has counterspell, and I think would use it in the situation with the other two counterspellers down.
I mean, I disagree. Solas is quite selfish. More correctly, lazy. But I'm not the one controlling him right now, so I'm not the one that makes that call.
Well, I mean, if you think it wouldn't make sense for him to do it, then I'm not going to do something out of character for Solas.
He saved our asses in combat loads of times. He also likes saying no to people. I feel like he would be would counterspell more than other people for that reason.
Saying no to Sklod specifically would be like a right up right up Solas' alley of just fuck this bitch.
That's a very good point. Please go ahead.
Whoops, that's not supposed to be an advantage anymore. And then I guess sorcery point to reroll because I'm just casting at 3rd level because Solas doesn't have a 7th level slot.
Cool.
Oh.
I'm sorry to see you go, Chance. You've been such a good fighter.
Whoops, I accidentally scrolled up. Constitution.
Admittedly,
Oh, I actually saved.
nice.
Ha!
It wouldn't have killed you anyway, but
Oh, it wouldn't have,
it would
but
have come close.
all right. So I only lose 33.
Yeah.
Because 7 divides into 3.5 rounds down to 3.
Yars.
So minus 33.
And you've got almost another funny number left. Just add a 600 onto it. And Magnus is going to continue booping. But those both hit.
Ow. So 16. 16 plus 4 is 20. And then 3 and 9 is 12, so that's 32 damage.
Not a welcome addition to our collection.
No. Solas is looking pretty beat up.
I'm working on it. It just needs to be my turn.
The Kraken is going to sit enjoying digestion. Audra.
Okay, I'm gonna cast
I
mass.
just want to do this so everybody can see the what Matria is currently on fire with. Because Matria is burning brightly.
Ooh.
And basically is just on fire, and at the end of each of her turns, repeats the dexterity saving throw, and will take 46 on a failed, and it ends on a successful. And they cannot be extinguished by non-magical means.
So I'm gonna cast. Actually, at the beginning of my turn, I change into my chalice form. And then I'm going to pick a point. It's really easy now because Arazid is no longer here. There is definitely a point within 60 feet where everybody is within 30 feet.
I just had to refresh the page because Matria's spell sheet, character sheet was acting up since I removed Josh from it. So give me a sec while I just reload all the character sheets in.
Absolutely. So, just to narrate, I guess Audra goes even more Sailor Moon than normal, and her entire body lights up, and she kind of points a finger at a point kind of in this area where she can get everybody within 30 feet. There are a couple of different ones that'll work. And a pillar of light goes up, and everybody gains some hit points. So I'm going to roll that up. And it including Inqua, because it doesn't say that I have to see them, it just has to be a creature of my choice within range.
Makes sense.
Ooh.
I'm not within the range.
No, it's at 60 feet, and then I choose a point that's a 30 radius sphere. So, so there are a bunch in here that could work potentially. That'll get everybody. So,
okay.
So everybody gets 15 plus 6. Sorry, what was that?
I just said I absolutely trust you to get it right.
Yeah, I've done a bunch of measuring on this. So everybody gets, let's see, 15 plus 8. What's that? Sorry, 15 plus 6. That's 21, including myself. And then I'm also going to give myself an extra 2d8 plus 6 from my chalice form. So I get an extra 16. 21 to everybody, and then an extra 16 for myself.
The most powerful mass cure wounds I've ever seen.
It is a 5th level spell. And I didn't even get the full 6 people because Arazid's gone now.
I think it just got changed a bit in Baldur's Gate, which is where I've mainly been using it. I think it's also a bonus action there. Yeah, it's a bonus action in that. So it does less healing.
So, I mean, am I able to... I don't know if Arazid is on this plane of existence and I just can't see him, but I would also want to give him that healing as well. I would choose him even if I can't see him if he is. You know, we're in a weird liminal space. I don't know if he is coexisting within 30 feet of that spot.
He is on the same plane, but he's not within range.
Okay. And I'm in my chalice form, so I can't arch or arrow. I would like to do something weird.
I'm always here for the weird.
I would like to close my eyes and try to... I'm recognizing that I'm in a liminal space and kind of watching what just happened to Arazid. I would like to try to leave this place and return to the physical throne room that I know exists.
Okay. How would you be doing that?
I don't know if it would be a wisdom check, but I'm just kind of like closing my eyes, recognizing that this space is just illusory, and try to see through the illusion.
Okay, that would be an Arcana check.
Okay.
Leave this room.
Okay. If that's not, I'm gonna use... It's not very high. I'm gonna use a luck point. Same. Okay. And if I don't leave the room, I'm moving. So let me know if that's high enough.
You extend your magical awareness out to the room, and you realize that the room itself is not illusory. This room does exist somewhere else in the mangled depths of the castle. It is you yourselves who have been moved physically.
Ooh.
From one area to another. All that you see before you is the walls and the somewhat familiar thick black voids in the gaps between the walls. And the ruler of the castle, who controls it all, laughing at you on the pillar.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna move just a little bit closer to somebody who maybe shouldn't be laughing that hard.
Please do.
That's some pretty big laughing for somebody in murder distance.
Exactly. Hey, I just found out that I have murder in my blood, so maybe you shouldn't be laughing at me.
There is something within you that has, I wouldn't say changed, more awoken in recent seconds, that you feel urges you to reach out to it and use it.
Am I able to discern the nature of this force?
It is.
Before I say yes?
You are able to. You know the answer almost before the question flits over your mind. It is irredeemably evil. Dark. The taint of Artemis is all over it. It is, as you feared, it is what he left inside you.
Do I know if I tap into it? Am I confident I'll be able to control it?
With the amount of stuff you've been discerning this turn with an action...
It's okay if I'm not going to say yes to it until I understand, so I'll wait on it.
It's a question you're left with as we move on to chance.
I can't do anything because I'm paralyzed until Marisu's next turn, aren't I?
As we move on to Providence.
Who has the exact same.
As we move on to Matria.
Oh yeah, it's for 1 round. Yeah. Okay.
You know, it is also very nice to allow my brain to have a little holiday every now and then, but I'm afraid your time is up.
Of note, Montreal is also just on fire.
Which makes her understandably look scarier. Is it the end or beginning? She probably has to make a save.
At the end of their turn, and if she fails, she takes 4d6 again.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Audra, you're closest. You see her shudder. And then she looks down at you.
I meet her gaze.
The castle doesn't like your perceptiveness. Be a good girl. And die. I need an int save from you.
Okay. It's only 3d6. That's fine. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'll fail.
Okay. But next turn you only get a move, an action, or a bonus action.
That's fine with me.
Okay. A wave of unparalyzation rushes over people as Masara's turn begins. Oh. No, before Masara's turn begins, the...
Dex save.
Dex save, thank you.
DC 18. That fails. So I believe it's 46 damage now? Yeah.
Would you like to roll
So she
that?
burns for 11 damage.
And then it would be Masara's turn. He looms over you. I believe you're still prone, Providence.
Mm-hmm.
And he takes out what appears to be a perfect replica of the sun's tear. It seems to shine almost as if complete with the upgrades that have been imposed upon it. Although I will just double check that it is perfectly in accordance before I roll. Sorry, Bailey.
Technically, he can't attune to it.
Technically, it's not the real blade.
So that'll hit.
Yeah. I mean, technically, if you're prone, it would be with advantage, wouldn't it? Should we have a little see?
Oh hell yeah! Let's do this.
See if it happens to crit. Okay.
11. Okay.
And just for funsies, no howl, dear devils. And now, Inqua, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. Do you want me to roll the damage because I did my turn instead of the Kraken's turn, or do you want me to just forgo that?
Yeah, sure. Like, why not? We can do it on your turn.
Yeah. Alrighty. Mark that down. 29. I guess I'll try to take another strike at this Kraken from the inside. Bonk. This is with disadvantage.
It hits.
Alrighty. Take your 14 damage, not accounting for resistances.
It will take that 14 damage.
Okay.
For some reason, Roll20 insists that this thing only has 13 HP, and has been insisting that regardless of how much actual HP I've been setting for it, which is totally fine. Also, I've lost the character sheet. There it is. I'm just going to make a note on paper of what HP you have then. Solas, everything fine?
For Solas. Solas is currently concentrating on. Oops, I don't know what all these markers on Solas mean. So currently is concentrating on immolation, so can't do anything that maintains concentration. I guess we firebolt Montria? That seems to make sense. It's fireball. Where's firebolt? There it is. Does 28 hit Montria?
It does.
Montria takes 11 more fire damage.
Nice. That's a good amount of fire damage.
I mean, for rolling a 1 on one of those d10s, yeah. I think that's all for Solas.
Okay. Which means that it's Sklad's time to come around. She just looks straight at you, Chance, with a frantic energy. You're ruining everything! Stop! And she casts one of her favourite, always failed spells.
Yeah. Strange, funny thing. Yeah, I think you know where this is going. Yeah, fuck you, Scott.
Thank you, Providence. I really appreciate that.
Oh, don't worry. I was awaiting that, and that's why I was holding up my 15 porent.
Oh, I'm not subtle spelling this. Just from the ground, I just scream it. Tears coming out the eyes.
It's like, because if you didn't get it, I was going to, because I was just gonna say I have a 20. I counter whatever the fuck I want, bitch.
Smart.
Well, I don't need to manipulate fate to decide that kind of thing, do I? There you go.
No, you just naturally tell Squad to go fuck herself.
And she turns towards you, prone Udence, and there's a hatred in her eyes. You all along?
I mean, I am the better sorcerer.
Ooh, snap. Sorry, I'm not there, I'm sorry.
We just hear it echoing in the void.
Snap.
Get her ass! Sorry.
Mekis has been having quite a lot of success wearing down her sun.
The first one misses. The second one, Solas is going to use his reaction to, after taking it, is going to use a Blood Fury Tattoo charge. Or is it 2 charges? I forget. To attack back. Let me find that really quick. Oh no, it's just a charge. So Solas is going to take 14, and then is going to use a charge of the Blood Fury Tattoo to come back. Does 25 hit?
Yes.
And then going to also use a Blood Fury Tattoo to heal back. Whenever I find where that is, there it is. So it's 11 and 16. And then we'll heal. We'll end up netting life. Oh, sorry, that's supposed to be at advantage. Let's see if I can fish for a crit. Oops, that's Chance's sheet. That's Solas's sheet. No.
Okay, that would not have even hit. Not that that's probably
Yeah, so the 25 hits, because it's just advantage. So now it's the Kraken? Question mark?
Who is still just going to enjoy the digestion. I'm realizing I should be doing it on my turn. Would you like me to start doing that, Inqua?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, we can do that now, but yeah.
But yeah.
It doesn't matter. We already did it for the round, so if we want to just skip to the next Kraken round, that'll work.
Yeah, alright. That works for me. But at the height of the initiative order, I think we're going to take a break.
Woohoo!
Bottom of
I'm
the
so fucking scared, guys.
Time to replan. I don't know American sports.
I've got an idea.
Audra, you were going to Cosmic Omen.
Yeah, that's what the one was. I would have done it before my turn because I know reactions recharge at the top of your turn. Tactician chicks for getting our asses handed to us. Then at the top of my turn, as a free action, I can change my starry form. I'm going to change into dragon.
What is a 1 on Cosmic Omen again? Sorry.
So it's just a minus that to Matria's next save, roll, whatever it happens to be. It's going to be a save.
Oh boy. I mean, that could be the difference.
Sorry, what?
That could be the difference.
It could be. I hope. You know, you never know. But as a free action, can I continue on that same train of thought I was on before?
Trying to discern how evil you are now.
Not like how evil I am now, but like how, morality is weird and complex, and it's honestly kind of like a person-to-person concept. It's not like it's not like, is it fire or is it ice? It doesn't exist in stasis. So I guess what Audra is trying to discern is how much, if she accepts this part of herself, how much control she'll continue to have over her own actions. Like, is that going to impact her judgment?
I would roll that as you could approach that in several different ways. You could try and recall how Artemis acted and how he acted when this thing took over from him, when you fought him. And that would be like a history thing, or you could incite your own emotions, or like your own body, as it were.
Yeah, I'll incite myself. I'll do an insight check on myself. Because I'm in my dragon form, I can't roll lower than a 10 on this. So that's a 22.
You are you're peering into this thing and you feel that it is, even as you're examining it, it seems to be trying to suck away your self-control. It's almost like a seed that's trying to turn you into a monster. You have no confidence that you would be able to control this thing if you were to give in to it.
Alright, well, forget that. So I'm gonna look up at Matria, and I'm gonna say, you're not any better than us. Get off your pedestal. And it's going to throw whip her down off that pedestal, hopefully.
Ooh. A 19 hits Matria.
So Matria gets pulled 10 feet towards me, so she comes down.
Yep. Thereby incurring
Falling damage. Oh, honey.
Of it specifically, and then take away another 12 for your thorn whip. Don't know why you've got that. Oh, because that's fine.
And I can only do an action, bonus action, or move out my turn, so that's my turn.
Chance, you are unparalyzed.
Looks good. It's been nice, but I have another bitch to kill.
You've been looking at other bitches.
And with that, Chance just disappears, as I'm going to Misty Step to not provoke opportunity attacks. As I just whoop. As it appears that Chance unravels and then threads travel. And he re-ravels. As he'll then take a step closer to Matria, who is prone.
Does she fall prone?
I didn't roll for prone.
Well, -1 to that save.
She does not fall prone.
Yeah.
Although I will allow you to retain the -1 because that's technically not a save.
Oh, okay.
Well, Chance is going to do what Chance does best, which is into you're not getting away from me. Does the 21 hit?
Yes.
Okay, that's the more important one. Boop and boop. And let's throw a couple of Blood Fury tattoo charges on top of that, just to really grind that in. So I have 114 plus 8 would mean that I have... I'm just going to do the math to see if I go back to... I think I go back to full off that, but I want to double check what my full is with the buff that we have to our max HP. So 122 minus 78 is 35. No, I am 1 off. Plus 8.
Honey, do you want a good berry? You look like you have like a scratch on your arm.
So I go to 121 HP.
And that is all of that damage.
That is damage.
Yeah. So the 13, the
and
17,
then if
the 14, the 18, and the 16.
Yep. Then if Matria moves of her own volition, there's going to be more pain.
Well, I mean, technically she does, as she collapses onto the ground.
Oh. Does this place dissolve?
She had 50 HP left, so I haven't added up exactly what you've done, but I'm pretty sure it's above 50.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's like 70-something.
Yeah.
78.
And she just collapses. She's like... I will become one with this place. as will you, and it will be unleashed. Well, fucking done. She spits through like a bloodied mouth. And
I will ensure this place can harm no further people.
good luck. And you are all left in this throne room again. The only thing that seems to be different is this very fresh blood trail with footsteps that lead away. The footsteps are small, taking small intervals.
Arazid? Arazid? I just dash off in that direction. I'm just assuming that's Arazid.
Can I pull I use a spell?
You may use many spells.
I have as an artificer, I created what did I create? A gem of true seeing, which gives me true sight for 120 feet for 10 minutes. Can I use that?
Yeah, you'd be able to use that. It's a jam? Are you making like some kind of sandwich?
There's a gem.
Like a ruby or something, you know?
No, we can make jam. That'd be like really expensive jam, please.
You got some like farmer's market artisanal shit right here.
He's like, hold up a second, and it's like a strawberry jalapeno, you know.
I like some sourdough bread. Yep. Okay, so you use a gem to give yourself true sight.
As Chance approaches, he pulls out his funny little mushroom salve and applies it to his eyes as I'm going to just cast True Seeing.
Cool. All of the spells that all of you cast that last an hour before entering have now elapsed.
Yeah, so Providence doesn't have it anymore, and everybody loses my concentration spell. So I'm no longer concentrating on anything.
And what does that mean for everyone else? Is that like the +8 taken away now?
No, that's from Heroes Feast. We still have that for another 12 hours or something. It just means that whoever had Intellect Fortress, so no more Intelligence save.
Yeah, Intelligence and Charisma saves are no longer at advantage for Providence, Arazid, and Solas, and they no longer have resistance to psychic damage.
Cool. That's all cool.
Can I chug some good berries while I'm walking?
Yep, you can make a jam out of them if you wish.
I'm just gonna house them.
Is the gravity field that was slowing us gone now?
It is. You're almost like jumping like you're on the moon with this like unbridled movement that you become accustomed to not having. So
Audra's tripping over her own feet like a baby foal.
So Audra is just like slamming all the way back out.
Yeah, she just starts chucking good berries in her mouth and starts running towards what she perceives to be Arazid's bloody footprints.
Chance goes in the exact opposite direction. And what about Providence and Inqua? I'm just going to make Solas go with the majority.
He's going to float around here, probably walking the same way, but just keeping an eye out, see if anything's like actually an illusion.
Okay. The fires do seem to be an illusion. The coffins, the skulls, this room in general, all seem to be real, if under your true sight look a little more bloodied than this prettied up version does.
Yeah. Is the blood trail actually there? Or?
It is. It's harder for you to discern than the rest.
Oh.
Since there's a lot more blood you can see. It's kind of like the viscera sticks to the floor and the walls, almost like they're a part of it. And if you look for long enough, you see that the tiles are actually being constructed out of the viscera very slowly. The gore is hardening, whitening, and turning itself into these tiles.
Ah. Yeah, I think I'll just use the gem and just keep an eye out for any illusions or anything that would be detected by the true sight.
Okay. And Providence?
I don't see Arazid, and not seeing one of the few people who cares about her, she's going to follow up on her plan. The one that I DM'd you about.
Yep. So you would naturally probably start to head north?
Probably.
Okay, I said I was going to make Solas follow the majority. You've done a perfect 50-50 split, so I'm just going to make him follow the people that he feels need more protecting. That is the
Aw, Solas!
Well, okay, so like, Audra looks like she's going to be making some mistakes because she's like rushing forwards, and Inqua's leaving like stomach acid goop pee footprints behind him, as well as like a bit of blood in there too, because he's ouchy.
Yes.
So yeah, Solas is going to follow you guys. There's no more auras of protection, but he can still protect.
Yeah.
And before Providence reaches there, what would Chance like to do with this area?
I mean, Chance has true sight. He's inspecting this twisted tree, trying to determine its nature and how to undo it.
The tree seems to be one of the few truly real things in this room. You see it for exactly what it is, a tree woven entirely of bones.
In the skull thing on this altar?
It looks exactly as it appears to look. A skull surrounded by bony feathers, eyes glowing at you.
I can Chance inspect to see, like, to uncover its true nature.
Sure.
Like, is it magical in some way? Is it basically the heart of this fortress?
Absolutely. How would you go about that? Probably Arcana or similar?
Yeah, I'd presume Arcana. Because as much as I would like to use something like history that I have a +10 in, I don't think that works that way.
Yeah, you'd have to be
19.
about 2,000 years old for history to apply.
Yeah.
Chance may feel that old, but there is this skull itself is not the heart per se, but it's more like an access node for the nervous system of the entire castle. When you get close to it, when you reach out to it with the weave, you can feel the lines of the fabric moving everywhere inside the castle. And as you reach out, you can feel Arazid alive somewhere in the depths. But there are other things alive near them too. Hungry.
Chance is going to reach out and grasp, like, the top of the skull.
Okay. As you do so, please make a Constitution saving throw.
Do I know the DC?
You wouldn't know beforehand, but I mean, someone of your knowledge of this place could give an educated guess that it would be quite high.
Okay, then my point can't help me because I don't have Constitution saving, or Constitution
Your mod isn't high
proficiency.
Would
Yeah.
I have been able to shout out to just before Chance puts his hand on the skull?
Yeah, there wasn't that big of a time difference between the two of you deciding to approach.
In that case, I'd like to do so. Just to stop him before he does that.
Would he?
It's whether or not he does.
Oh, what would you say?
Just your name. Don't you shout out your name. I'm not going to because I have upstairs neighbours.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I wasn't sure if you were gonna like shout out anything else. Chance would then hesitate as he's reaching out and just like turn his head, and I presume his eyes would be glowing like a faint silver with true sight.
Yeah.
Oh sweet, Providence with true sight.
Wasn't that a spell you cast, the hour-long one, or?
Yeah, that was me, but I didn't look at myself. I looked at Chance and
I see.
everyone else. Look.
Yes.
Whatever you're about to do, let me do it. The way I see it is this. You need to be as with it and alive as possible. Alright? Audra needs you, the others need you. Out of everyone in the group, me and you are the most capable to do this. And, well, you've suffered enough, alright? You need to be there for Audra. You need to be there for others.
And you have not? You suffered my father's wrath longer than I did. I escaped. I was able to run. And I did horrible things.
Look, I'm not going to stand here, Chance, and have a competition with you as to who had it worse between either of us, because we both had shit hands, alright? But you need to be with the others. Audra needs you. I saw the look in her eyes. It was dark. I don't know what's going on with Solas, but he needs you. I'm worried for Arazid. He needs you. Okay? Just trust me.
How can I be sure that you will do what needs to be done to see this place destroyed?
What have I got left to lose, Chance?
I know how I was when I left. I wanted revenge on whoever I could, on the world. How can I know that you are not about to walk down the same mistaken path that I did?
What do you want me to do to prove that?
There is nothing that you can do. Make one slip up. I already warned you whenever you joined. If you hurt any of them, I will kill you. And with that, Chance will step out of the way.
I hold you accountable. I'd want you to. The last thing I want is any of you to get hurt. You lot are... Aside from, Ferris, June, you lot are the only ones who have ever shown me compassion. The way I see it, if I take this on, it means that no one else has to. It means that one of Amanaz's lieutenants couldn't come back in here and just take this place over again. I haven't got long anyway, Chance. Give it a week and I'm going to drop dead. And then... I don't know. We just need to hope that you lot have fixed the world in time, right?
Without you, we cannot. We need 6 souls.
I'm not the person in the prophecy. That's Ollie. I'm just here to make sure you lot make it there.
How can you be sure?
Because Why would a prophecy apply to someone who doesn't believe in that prophecy?
Okay. Okay, bye.
I didn't as well. I believed fate to be nothing more than wives' tales and things that people believed in to make themselves feel good. But my blood is that of the Koda. I have awoken an ability within the weave to allow me to see through it. It runs through each of us, and it guides us.
I just don't want any of you to get hurt. You know what? While we're getting things out of the way. Sorry I made you feel awkward earlier. Tavern, you know. Just the whole talk brought up, well, you know, things.
Mm.
But, hey, it's out in the open. I've got nothing left to hide. Make sure they're all alright.
Chance will stand with the hands folded behind his back. He will unfold them and give a nod. You see his hand is almost as though he is going to pluck something. As he kind of gives a nod.
I will hand Chance I'm still attuned to it per se, but I will hand Chance the necklace of the worlds. It's probably the most powerful thing I have on me. Just in
Chance will
case.
hold it in his offhand.
Just in case.
He'll nod.
And then I'll do it.
What's your constitution?
My saving throw, 9.
Okay. As you place your hand upon the skull, you see Chance's eyes flash a bright, shining silver as he follows through with what his hand was, as he plucks, seemingly, a string from thin air. As I am going to point to give you a 15 on your roll.
That is 24 then.
Hopefully, the DC wasn't 25.
No,
but if it was, then you can use your thing and try and reroll.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
As you've been doing that, the other 3 have been charging away at full speed, following the blood trail.
And I would like to scream into the psyche of Rendion while I'm doing this.
And you sense only amusement in response.
I know that Rendion, likes negative stuff and hateful stuff, right? But is kind of eked out and, disgusted by happy stuff, if I'm remembering correctly?
It's more of it pities it. It seems to feed on the strength of emotion, regardless of the positivity or negativity of them, subjectively.
Okay, I'm just gonna do everything I can. I think I actually have, let me just see it. I might have something that lets me move faster.
I mean, eventually you guys charge forward and you arrive in this, unnervingly fleshy room. Yeah, it's every step is kind of don't step too far forward. Every, I want to paint the scene.
Yes, okay.
Every step forward, you feel your feet descending a few inches, downwards as the floor gives way. And from inside, as Audra approaches the entrance here, and the room expands, you see this churning place full of bones and viscera, and Arazid is just kneeling, talking to someone that you can't see. Although, if Inqua were to approach where Arazid was, where Audra is, Inqua would see that there is a shade in the shape of a gnome talking to him. Just in time to... Well, Arazid, what questions would you ask your father?
Okay, so first, I'd probably be like, what happened? Like, what did you, I got, like, this, I was told, and I, like, saw that you, like, got, you know, murdered, and I don't know how to, I don't know if I can, I don't know what to do.
I was murdered, little one. That's why you can see me now. He holds your hand. Shh, shh, shh. It's better if you don't fight. We'll be together again soon.
I'm gonna roll something privately for myself because I genuinely have no idea how Arazid would respond in this moment.
Okay, do you know how to roll privately in Roll20?
I can roll 2 GM and that's all I got.
That's fine by me.
Okay, well... Arazid kind of looks, like, can he see, like, because you, like, when we discussed, you said that it just was darkness. Can I, like, see the flesh around me?
With that roll, you see, like, darkness, and then just over the shoulder of your father, you see a bright light.
I'm gonna walk toward it. And I'm kind of like, I like grab my father's hand and I'm like pulling him along with me.
He's leading you as soon as.
Okay, well then we're both equally enthusiastic.
It was never our fate to stay here for too long. Shh, you know what they always say. Short statures, short lives.
Well, I mean, I don't really know how accurate that is. A lot of gnomes live a long time.
Just for reference, comparative to everywhere else, the light would be here. And, like, you're walking very slowly, so about, like, 10 feet per conversation bit.
Gotcha.
Because you're very injured, you're very unaware, you feel like everything's moving in slow motion for you. You know how this world is. It eats you up and it spits you out. And you are turned into nothing but bones. Your hair becomes sand. Your breath becomes new life. You will do the world so much better in death. It won't hurt. Join us, and we can save your sister. Save Lorilla, too. And you take a 10 feet step forward towards the lights. And at this point, Audra bursts in, probably screaming Arazid's name.
Arazid, whatever you're saying, it's not real. Because I see him talking to somebody else.
Yeah.
Arazid! And can I move forward? My speed?
You can.
I have a flying speed, so I don't have to even touch the ground. My dragon form has a flying speed.
Cool. Yeah, you can move 30 feet forwards. Or more if that's your standard speed.
When I'm flying, I move a little bit less, but that's okay.
Okay. Move your normal speed. Dashing is difficult here. It's like everything's sucking away at you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fly so that I don't have to deal with difficult terrain. So I'm gonna be 5 feet up.
Okay. And then what is it? 20, 25 feet of movement you've got?
It's 20, so I'm gonna move 20. And then I think Arazid is to do what I want to do. Yes?
No, go for it before I continue.
Actually, I can dash, because I'm going to use my action to dash.
No, there's as I just mentioned, like dashing in this area is.
Well, I can't dash if I'm flying.
It's something in like the air. It's not something on the ground.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
It's, I appreciate the question for clarification.
I thought it was like the blood like sucking in the flesh floor.
I mean, that would be a reasonable assumption.
Okay.
It's essentially as you enter into this like stomach area, it's like everything is trying to just sap away at your soul. It's essentially it's like the same type of gravitational effect that Matria had, concentrated entirely within this room.
Okay, I'm going to extend a hand towards Arazid, and I'm going to cast Healing Word. My Healing Word is going to be, look at me. I'm right here. And it's 1d4 plus 6.
Arazid, you
9.
hear this, you're enchanted by the light. You hear this faint echo of something else trying to get your attention away from this beautiful, calming gateway.
I think I do turn my attention towards it.
As you turn, there are things that are trying to turn you back. Just gonna grab my notepad for a sec and read some things over. Please roll me a Constitution saving throw.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Please don't tell me it's bad, because it's not bad.
You feel someone's calling your name. You wrench your eyes away from the light. You don't see the whole room, but you see like a very tight tunnel of redness instead of blackness. And you see Audra's face, or her dragon form's face?
Yeah, it's like a constellation that she's still physically there, but the constellation kind of like overlays her body. So you see her face kind of illuminated by all these stars.
And you're almost captivated by this light. She's reaching out towards you, her hand through an impossible distance. And suddenly you're filled with a warmth, a satisfaction of life and friendship. And you are, instead of a straight line, at a crossroads. On one hand, your father is promising you peace, reunion, power. And on the other, Audra is screaming. There are probably tears streaming down her face. blood-smeared though it is. She almost looks like an angel reaching towards you. What do you do, Arazid?
I think I turn to my father and I say, I do want to help. I want to be useful, and I want to be able to save everybody. And if I have to go to do that, but I don't. There is nothing in this world that is more terrifying than death, and maybe it's because I am, at my heart, a coward. But I can't die just yet. I can't do that. I wouldn't be able to see Audra again. I wouldn't be able to see my sister again, and I wouldn't be able to see Ollie again. And there are people who still need me here.
But there is no difference. You already are dead. And you will see them again soon. Eventually they will succumb. We are inescapable. Death is in all of us, and it comes for all of us. There is no A or B. There is only the end. Come.
I think I'm gonna try to let go of his hand and look it towards Audra.
Roll a d20.
Almost rolled a d29. New dice that just dropped.
You muster up the unconcentrated, unspecific, raw power of your soul, and you take 2 steps towards Audra, landing yourself either here or here, depending on your vibe.
Not there.
Down.
I'm sorry. It's an English. It's like an English layout keyboard. I'm not used to it. Like it's a British keyboard.
Oh, I didn't even realize there was a difference.
They're so different.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
No, I love it.
Okay. Oh yeah, I suppose for one thing you wouldn't have the pound symbol.
Yeah. I got a pound and a dollar symbol on here. It's wild.
Audra, your heart is filled with joy and hope as you see Arazid beginning to focus on you and step towards you.
That's a relief. I really didn't want to have to cast Hold Person on my best friend.
You sense the opportunity to perhaps rush further forwards.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna... How far can I go if I have a fly speed of 20? Or would it be faster to run here?
There's no difference in... I mean, you're not going to be able to dash, so your movement speed is your movement speed. If you're...
Okay, it would just be 30, okay.
If dispelling your form and running is quicker...
No, I have the option. It's just an option to fly. It's just like, you know, I still have my walk speed.
You bound across the melting viscera of this room, and you almost reach Arazid. And do you say anything to further reach out to him?
I say, grab on and can I, with my action, thorn whip Arazid to me?
I mean, yeah, I suppose.
How bad does Arazid look before I do this?
I mean, like, could pass for dead.
Okay, never mind. I won't do it. Then I don't want to kill him.
Like, your healing helped. Like, if you hadn't have healed him, this would definitely kill him.
Actually, since my fly speed isn't doing anything for me, I'm gonna use the top of my turn to switch to chalice mode. And I'm going to, again, just using, because it's what I have, healing word, to say, that's it, come here, and, like, my arm will still be outstretched. So you get this again. So that's 10, plus you get 2d8, plus 6. That's 1d8, my bad. So you get 16 plus 10, so you get 26 on that.
Okay, I no longer look like I am literally about to keel over.
And I'm not going to throw them with you because, honestly, it might do bad things at this point.
Arazid, you look back to your father and you see him fading away. The light has grown dimmer and dimmer.
That, like, kills him. That, like, really, he looks devastated. And he just kind of, like, he's not crying, but he's, like tears are streaming down his face because, like, he's chosen a friend over family, and for Arazid, that's, like, one of the biggest sins that you could possibly do.
Come on, best person, let's get out of here.
Yeah, okay.
Do you try and take 2 more steps forward to
Audra?
Yeah, but they're not reluctant, but they're not even begrudging. They're, like, hesitant, I guess that's the word.
You're able to do so. It's like, as you choose, you recognize and you choose to turn your back on your father's form, you're able to move forward, and I assume the second that Arazid comes into range, Audra's outstretched hand sweeps him into a hug.
Yeah, I grab Arazid into a full hug, and then I say, let's get out of here, and I cast Thunderstep.
As you do so, the room that you're in begins to rumble and shake. Things begin to feel even more unstable than they are, and I assume you 2 Thunderstep to, like, where the other 2...
As far as we possibly can, we got 90 feet.
Yeah.
So furthest point I can see, which is, like, right about here.
That would be into the wall, but yeah, you can go about 70.
Yeah, just close, as close to the wall as I can get.
I'll just move the pair of you, since only I can control the pair of you. And, like, Arazid, I assume you're holding on for dear life.
He's actually not really, like, holding back at all. He's just kind of letting himself be held.
It's okay, whatever you saw, it's not real.
Yeah, I know. But that kind of, I don't know, it makes it worse.
I know, we knew we saw things here that would scare us, that we would maybe want to be real. Do you want a good berry?
No, I'm okay. I don't know. Can you, like, not put me down?
Sure.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Just gonna piggyback Arazid.
How is Inqua reacting to this? You've travelled with Arazid long enough to have an opinion about his passing.
Good question. First thing I would think is, I don't know. I get the impression that that's more. There's not much going on upstairs at the moment, and Inqua's mind. He's on death's stoop.
Inqua, would you like a good berry?
No, it's
or
fine.
5. They're like 5 HP each, so if you're like really hurting,
No. I'll be fine.
I put one in your hand.
Okay. I'll eat it.
They're 5 HP today, so they're good. They're really good berries. They're so good.
They're great berries.
Oh, I forgot. Every time I healed you, you should have gotten an extra D4 for my sickle. So, Arazid, you have 4 more health than you thought you did.
It still has me as 1 HP on the thing, but it says I put in 40, so it should be fine.
Yeah, I don't know. Tokens are a bit weird. I'm still not willing to learn Foundry.
It's a lot.
If anything, playing in Demon's Game has made me less willing to learn Foundry. But real life aside, you scoop up Arazid. And what are we doing? Are we like a fireman carrying, baby carrying, or like bridal carrying?
I think I will fireman carry so that Arazid can see what's going on in front of us. Or sorry, not fireman, piggybacking.
Cool. Yeah. And
I'm wearing Arazid like a backpack.
Begin to retrace the bloodied footsteps. And so we will rewind a few minutes. And as one life is saved, another may be sacrificed.
Maybe.
Providence has shirked all of her valuable worldly belongings, her deepest friendships, even her prophecy, and approaches the skull.
Oh, Chance. If my plan works out, get the others as far away from this place as you can. And then, yeah, hand on skull.
Nods. We already know the outcome of the roll is a 24 because I said so.
Chance may not be able to do it himself with his mortal attachments, but he is able to manipulate the weave into bestowing it upon Providence. As she steps up, places a hand over the top of the skull, and reaches out to it with like her inner magical strength.
Yeah. Holding on to the belief that doing this means that no one else needs to do it. She will be the last ruler of Rendion.
You have the stink of Matria about you, but you are not her.
Mm-hmm.
Are you the new one? The new one that will lead us to devour the world?
I've got something better than that.
Tell us, what could be better? What could be better? What could be better than destroying the world?
Destroying everything.
You sense a curiosity, an invitation to elaborate.
I think you just need to trust me. I mean, after all, you want the strongest to lead. Demetria was not strong in the slightest. Fell at the first line of combat. So, let me take control.
Strength is immaterial. Brains, smarts, knowledge. That's what we seek. The knowledge to acquire more. More! Show us. Show us the way. Bare your soul.
I don't know how... I'll try and explain it out of game, because I've got no idea how Providence would explain this. Providence basically wants to get Rendion to eat Rendion and cause an infinite entropic loop, because she thinks the same way I'm thinking, in that this place cannot be destroyed by the normal means, because this place is, as you described it, I believe, a couple of sessions ago, a manifestation of the weave. Right, and you know the weave can't be destroyed, can neither be created, only ever transferred. So she wants to get Rendion to eat Rendion ad infinitum.
Interesting.
Thus,
Metal as fuck.
Yeah.
It is constantly giving
It's like
itself
an
power.
Ouroboros eating its own tail type situation.
Yeah,
As
because it will never run out of energy.
As a long-term fan of Full Metal Alchemist, I'm fully here for the Ouroboros.
Hey, same days.
So I guess you kind of think this. What do you think?
You would, as the nervous system, the bare bones of Rendion chew this over, you're given an opportunity while its guard is down to essentially examine its sublayer.
Oh, I'm gonna do that.
Kind of like hitting inspect on an element in a web page.
Right-click, inspect element.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You've seen the element itself, and now you're given the opportunity to see what runs it. And with Chance's help, his channeling of the weave, your mind is temporarily more aware, more open to the concept of the weave as a whole, to the inner workings of it.
Mm-hmm.
And you're able to dive in. You can roll an Arcana check.
Oh
Or,
boy.
if you prefer, you can brace yourself and just pour your soul in and see what happens, and that would be a con check.
Checks. Not saves.
Checks.
I will go for Arcana.
Oh yeah, looking at your con, I would go for Arcana too.
Well, that's the second best result I could get.
You see this thing, it's wrapped up inside one singular mind, a mind as easily twice as old as the likes that you've sensed of Amanazids. Or the Kraken monster. Well, the husk. This is older even than the husk. You sense the pathways that it could take. It could collapse. shattering itself into hundreds of thousands of pieces, creating an almost unlimitless army of the ancient dead. You could command it to consume itself until only the pure, original, true soul remains. Or you could, as Matria did, take full control, wield the castle in its current form, learn how to control the minds of others, potentially wield the castle. Branching beyond those 3 points is potentially more options. The building blocks for a creation of new orders. What do you do?
Like that. So the first option was undead army. The second one was turn it into a chicken royale, and the third option was become the new manager at Wendy's. Right.
And the fourth option is try and create your own option.
Oh God.
This is on the level of, monkey's paw yourself.
Yep. With the second option, when it says distilled down to the original sin of this place, do I have an understanding of what or who that is?
Original soul.
Okay.
I believe it was disclosed by Kage that this castle originally was one singular aberration that began to consume one person, then another, then hundreds, thousands more. And for each creature it consumed, it added onto itself and grew until it was no longer one aberration anymore. It was the castle that you see before you. You've even sensed a drop of that yourself in your communication. With the castle, there is one voice. It's muddled, it's confused, but it is one voice that speaks for the castle.
Okay, different trail of thought. I know all of the planes are difficult to reach. You would need a lot of magical power to be able to reach those planes.
Yes, you would.
Can I create a new plane of existence and trap Rendion in its own prison?
Love this idea.
The condition, because I feel no condition would be impossible, like i.e. everything is breakable, if I have to set a condition for its release, the condition for its release is that no living entity on any plane of existence remembers Rendion. Which, by my logic, would make it impossible, because Rendion cannot forget about Rendion. So I would like to try and create an entire plane of existence, please. And trap Rendion in its own prison.
You see the building blocks of this command forming, presenting themselves up towards you as you realize this thought in your own brain. It would take nothing more than a switching of a few strands here and there. As you do so, you pluck on one strand, you see a dozen more shooting off. There's so many possibilities. There's the option to create a portal into one of the other realms, ones that you have heard of, the hells, the heavens, subplanes. Some have etchings of previous entanglement upon them. You observe some of these subplanes. There's one that is a dark place full of mists, hatred, and a vampire lord. And you have a very stark image of a shining turtle on a flying ship heading directly towards it. And then there are others. A demiplane made of nothing but greed and acid, that you sense that the true essence of a Arazid lies. You even see promises of alleviation of your own condition. The ability to suck the poison out of yourself and return it to the weave.
Is this Rendion trying to show this? Or is this just observation?
I mean, I think you would have to make a, I guess a charisma check.
Okay.
Just like raw charisma. You are well within your rights to believe that this is Rendion trying to manipulate you, but it's not. It seems as if it has been, in essence, won over by you. This is possibly real. A real manifestation of the things that the hundreds of thousands of souls could make possible. You could sacrifice a good amount of them to create your own cure.
No. Nah, we're creating a new plane. We're putting this thing in the forever dimension.
The strands that promised other eventualities disappear before you, and left behind is two. One is the promise of the new dimension, and the other is the action of the travel there. Do you pinch them together?
I don't know whether she'd like pinch them together. She'd almost ask them to work together. That's the way she works. She'll never force anyone to do. Okay, correction. Matria was a bitch. Aside from that, she'll never force anyone to do anything.
If something is not actively trying to kill you.
Exactly. And she's content. She's keeping her promise to chance.
The two strands resonate before you. What exactly would you say to ask them to seal in this fate for the castle?
I have no right to demand you of anyone, something that could be considered painful. I ask you as a fragment of you, as all living things are a fragment of the weave in their own way. This fragment needs to be returned to you. It needs to be protected, told that it is loved and cared for. It needs to be home. And when it is ready, it will be returned to where it needs to go. But until that day, it needs time to heal. It is scarred, it is marred, it is bruised and beaten beyond all recognition, what it once was. So, look after it, as it is part of you, as it is part of me, as it will eventually be a part of everything that ever was and ever will be. So, please.
Please make a persuasion roll with advantage.
Oh boy, here I go persuasioning. Do I?
Everything? It sounds hopeful.
Everything.
We will be everything. We will devour it all. We must devour them. There. It is glorious. The castle begins to shake. Things twist, turn. There is an unholy amount of pressure that seems to come at you from all directions. Those of you that travelled to go and rescue Arazid are just trying to step your way out back into the throne room through all the corridors when around you the walls begin to disappear. And then, quite without warning, you find yourselves standing on the sand in the mid-afternoon heat, while the juggernaut that is Rendion seems to be sucked in bone by bone into this seething black hole. And disappears. And the six of you, once more, are reunited. Apparently safe. Providence stands stock still next to Chance, hand still outstretched as if still communicating with the skull. And indeed, clasped in their hand is... it looks like a skull. You see it's carved out of quartz. A memento. Or a key. Silence falls over the dunes once more.
Okay.
What just happened?
I didn't do that. I just want to be very clear that I did not do that.
Just gonna pass the skull to Chance. Told you I'd keep my promise.
Oh, you. Are you okay? I have some good berries.
In return to the skull, Chance would give back the what's it called?
The necklace, otherwise.
Yeah, the necklace.
Ah, thanks. Huh? Yeah, sorry, I'm fine. She turns around and you see that the scarring has gone all the way up her face, right to her eye.
You are not fine.
Well, I did just create a new plane of existence and trap Rendion in its own prison. So, yeah, I'm fine. Come on, do you mind if we just go somewhere? This is really hard.
I can't do it. I can't have us go. Like, we could walk, I guess. But you need some like good berries and some water and maybe a wish spell.
Don't waste a third one on me. Let's go. And she just begins walking. I don't even know what way. She just begins walking, thinking.
That's the wrong. We want to go away from the sun.
I can't go. Oh wait, I've lost.
Grove's that way.
Okay. She just begins
Or,
walking.
we can just find a nice cave somewheres and process things and rest. And say, I don't think we're going to be making it back there on foot anyways.
And no one has the ability to. Oh, of course not. Of course not. We were just in like the worst fight ever against our internal psyches, which is a great thing to. Okay. Arazid?
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm not going to bother you. Audra will try to by herself try to find a suitable place to bed down for the night.
No, I'm gonna help. I see that she's starting to do this, and I'm like, listen, like, the desert's one of, like, the areas I know best, obviously, because it's all desert, so let me just, and then I'm gonna use favorite terrain if I can.
During this march, Chance is going to look over the skull that is now in his possession. Is there any magic coming off of it?
Oh yeah. It's essentially like you see it's a nugget of the weave.
Yeah, because I still have true sight as well as my training, because this would not have taken an hour at this point.
No. It's something, all right. It is a skull, but the skull shape itself is like very, very small. Like it's almost as small as like a cat's skull.
Mm.
It's certainly not any. If it were a humanoid, it's not one you've ever seen. And yet it seems to exude a residual sense of sentiency.
Of sentiency?
Mm-hmm.
Like it has consciousness.
Yeah. And I'd say, can Chance attempt to, like, I don't know, look it over, find a way of communicating with it?
At this moment in time, the skull is resolutely silent. You sense a confusion and exhaustion coming from within it. The flow of weave coming from it is weak. Slow.
Mm. Hey, Inqua, I need you to teach me something right quick. How do I identify things?
What do you mean? I can just cast Identify.
Yeah. Could you like write that down into a spell scroll so I can copy it into my own book in my own? Basically, can I copy your homework?
Fine. Give me a day. Or whenever we rest.
Perfect. Because yeah, whenever you were in Girasse and we didn't have that ability, that was very inconvenient. So I figured it might be best if multiple of us can do that, as well as this skull is something that we need to identify to understand its true nature.
If you're going to identify that, if you need any help, just ask. Considering, I kind of went into its psyche. It was weird.
This communication is all happening as you trudge behind Audra.
And Arazid, like
Arazid's
Audra's
backpacking.
Audra's still like carrying Arazid, and Arazid's just like pointing the way.
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm giving Arazid
the... and you cannot...
Oh, no, absolutely. Arazid is pointing the way, and Audra's just, like, backpacking it and giving Arazid the help action by providing emotional support.
Well, the thing that Arazid would like to use doesn't actually come into effect until you've been in the environment for an hour. And technically, you've been in a castle environment for quite a while, so it doesn't kick in.
Well, actually, I can still make intelligent or wisdom checks related to my favorite terrain, regardless if it's been an hour or not, but everything else is an hour.
Okay. So you could make some survival checks, which are wisdom-based.
I add +5 to this.
And take advantage, because I am emotionally supporting you.
And physically.
And physically, but emotional is more important to Audra.
So that's a 36?
You have never been around this area. You're not sure why you would believe so, but hang on. Do you remember there's a... Not all that far from here, there's a skull. A skull that you once met several werewolves lurking in. Easily reachable.
Yes. I go, well, there's a place, I can point you guys to it. Wolf taught me how to be a big alpha male in there once. It's cool.
Sorry, alpha male?
You know, like, don't take any shit. Smite your enemies. You know, stuff like that.
I just don't know why, like, a wolf would teach you that, because it's actually, like, misinformation that there's, like, such a thing as, like, an alpha dynamic in most healthy wolf packs.
Well, I don't think he's not a very healthy man. But yeah, I just kind of I'm not leading the way, but I'm just pointing with my finger, like, all right, go that way, and then turn, and then go that way.
Okay.
Okay, and then you wanna you're right. Go to your right.
That's both of our rights.
Yeah, but it's mostly yours.
Okay. Audra starts to turn left and then corrects it really quick.
Wait, Audra, do you have trouble with your left and your right?
No.
Are you
Answer
sure?
clearly yes.
Because I just saw you make 2 L's with your hands for a second.
They both make an L. It doesn't make sense.
Okay, okay.
Look, see, if you do it like this from the top down, yeah, sure, only one makes an L, but if you turn it the other way so your palm is up. So, like...
You know, I get it. I only barely... Like, I remember what an L looks like because I know that left is L.
But turn your palms up, though. Then right is L.
I'll just keep pointing and then you can follow that.
Okay.
Eventually, you are able to guide Audra to the skull.
Oh, wow. This is a cool skull. How old is this specimen?
Old enough to know better.
I'd say this is a good place to rest, then.
Yeah, absolutely. we're going to quote unquote rest / try to take some of these scales and draw some pictures.
There is specifically like a hollow kind of in the back of its where its neck would have been. That is.
We get to sleep in the skull.
Oh yeah, that's right. You weren't here whenever we initially came here.
No, I've never been here before. This is cool.
This is where we initially met White Fang and his group.
What were they doing here? Did they just like skulls, or?
No, they were run out of Blue Rock Lake, and this is where they took refuge until we kind of sorted the problem out, but it's a good place to rest and recover.
Yeah, I'm gonna, I think, rest outside, though.
Oh, are you really? Why?
For fun.
Okay, I'm just gonna put my bedroll right here. It has a little bit of sand in it, but it's okay because there's sand fucking everywhere here. And then I'll put it next to your bedroll, and then yeah.
No, you can go inside. It's cool. I just
No. I actually really like this spot. It has a better view of the skull than from inside the skull.
Thank you.
She says lyingly, like a liar.
Lying like a liar, yeah.
Solas, like, similarly would take his quite customary place slightly further away from the rest of, from like the heart of the camp. I assume Inqua would probably, like, take up a regular space.
Yeah. What?
Hey, Inqua.
Yes.
Before you get writing identify, can you identify this?
I'll identify the skull.
Okay. I will post the results of that before the beginning of next week's session, because as you all settle down for a long rest, we're going to end it there.
Yeah, so I'm guessing Inqua identified that and give it back to Chance.
Yes.
Just so we don't have to play around with who has the skull. We can then decide who's going to keep the skull after, once we know fully what it does.
Yes. I would hope that Inqua would return it.
I have no reason why not to.
Okay.
Yep.
Where would Providence sleep in relation to the rest of the party?
Exactly where I am on the map.
Oh no, you...
I'm still within line of sight, I just want to be not near.
No, you're getting pulled closer.
Motherfucker, do you want
get,
to...
set up, Chance, like, you just feel like a pulling on you, and you're, like, you will slide 5 feet towards Chance. Specifically more toward, like... You're gonna slide like 5 feet towards him, and then 5 feet towards him, and then 5 feet towards Arazid, and end up here unless you keep resisting.
Oh, I keep resisting.
It's gonna keep going.
Good luck.
In which case, it's gonna keep going until you end up beside Arazid.
I still have spell slots. Don't try me. I just created a plane of existence. Do not try me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's there's a way to solve this that doesn't. I can feel like these weird psychic waves, and it's like going right through me, and it's making me real uncomfortable. I've had a rough day.
If you get her attention and stop dragging her, she does eventually come over willingly.
Well,
it's mainly
first, it's like Chance sees you like setting up, and he just like tugs on like there's just like a tug on your clothes of like move closer, and then if you resist and like do not move closer and set up next to Arazid, it keeps happening.
She goes there.
Close enough. Because at that point it's gonna be sent like pulling towards Chance.
Oh, absolutely fucking not. I have AoE.
And at that point, Chance is like, okay, nobody can tell I'm really doing this, because I can cast Mage Hand without using any components or verbal or anything. So, but it has to move towards me. So eventually, it's just like, okay, Chance doesn't want Providence to know who's doing this, but he wants her to get as close to Arazid and the others as possible.
Legally mandated cuddle pile.
We will all settle in for a long rest, and we will deal with the long rest stuff either out of game or at the beginning of next session.
So we finish a long rest. There's nothing that's going to be stopping it, correct?
Correct.
Okay,
while we
I
have
2 and a 15.
While we have 90% of the people here, I wanted to re-raise because I think we ended on